And if we're still gonna stick in that music vein, we gotta talk about the homie Schoolboy Q and the dropping of the Blue Lips.
Yeah, Blue Lips.
Let's talk about this, fellas, man. How was y'all feeling about the album? Any thoughts early?
Fire, man.
Yeah, no,
Come
I
on,
liked
man.
it. I liked it. I liked it.
Hard.
You had some thoughts though.
So
yesterday.
with me, like, cause y'all know I'm a Vince Staples stan. I felt like that was like one of those things that would have went really well with that project, just because the beat selection and just how everything sounds sonically. Like, if you listen to Ramona Park Broke My Heart or Vince Staples by Vince Staples, it's like that same bag. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get out of the beat, but he can rap with him, yo.
Mike, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I want to give respect to him without bringing up another artist.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think the biggest thing with him is
no, he was
you
asking me
gotta
what my.
No, I know what he's saying.
you
but
gotta
like,
be, because I get that there, but it's regional too. So that
you're right.
certain sounds are going to sound the same because of where they're at, and they're in LA.
Alleged affiliation.
Yeah, and no disrespect. And no disrespect. I actually did rock with the project because that was crazy to start it off like that.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing, the takeaway for me was I saw that he's actually having fun with this again.
That's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking this whole time I was listening.
Even
to
when he
it.
was the pain tracks. Like,
Yeah,
it was just.
It's not for
therapy
me
kinda.
to hear like the most lyrical miracle thing or to hear like the greatest. Even though these beats were slapping.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the switches in between the beats, all of the stuff he was doing with it, the random things he would do with the songs. He's even said, Schoolboy Q has said this, I've seen him do it in interviews with like a few of the West Coast guys have podcasts over there. He sits down with them sometimes. And he's talked about it. He's not a rap. I'm not a rapper.
honest,
bro. Like,
though,
I just
as
happen
a-
to
as
know
a
these
rapper-
guys, and I'm good at this a little bit, so I just make music. And he really likes the artistic side of it. I think.
To be honest though, I feel like he was lyrical
And he-
like that.
I think
Like,
he
he
tried
was
to
going
down-
crazy, yo. Yeah,
he
was
has
going
the
crazy.
ability to do it.
I think he
clearly.
be trying to downplay his bars because I
he
just think
was
he
lyrical.
I think it makes it
easier.
easier for him too to
he was-
make what he
but
makes.
his tracks,
what's
man, he
that?
was
Blue
spitting, yo.
Slides or whatever? Like some of
Yeah,
that stuff he was
hard.
saying was crazy, bro.
it was
Like, I'm
crazy.
like,
Like, he was
he's
spitting.
getting out of pocket
So-
right now.
I think I had like if I had to pick like a standout for me right now, it's definitely either between Thank God for Me or the Cooties joint. And that's
Cooties is
just
hard.
Cooties for me is you don't know what you're gonna get out of this. At one point, he just starts spazzing out on the track, just calling them all sorts of names, whoever he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then when he do the 99 joints in the driveway,
Oh yeah.
come on, yo. You know I like chants like that. My lady was mad at me for like 2 hours yesterday because I kept saying that. 99 in the driveway.
Yeah, he was
That's
on his
my
gigs.
type
He
joint,
was on his
yo.
gangster gigs.
Yeah,
They
yo.
be real melodic. They be harmonizing,
Ohio.
bro.
And then
Ohio.
it rolled
Yeah.
right into Ohio.
Crazy.
The beat switch up, it charged you up.
It's like 3 different switches in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
joint,
yeah.
isn't it? Like, it's crazy.
I like
love
Pig
that.
Feet. I like Pig
Pig
Feet because
Feet
I
was
feel like
tough.
that was just like, yo, we just hitting you over the head with a tough beat. And we about to
is
just go
tough.
back to just going crazy, like, because.
I remember he was, I think the last album before this, I think he was talking about how he kind of.
That was Crash Talk, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, right? Yeah. He was kind of talking about how, I think if I'm mistaken, how he said it was a little, he was going a little commercial with it, and it wasn't his favorite project, even though there's songs on it everybody rock with heavy.
Right.
But this album felt more black hippie again in a lot of ways. Like that's why I think it just felt good. He
enjoyed
felt
that.
comfortable.
Yeah.
He felt like it was a lot of risk and things that he took.
For sure.
It felt a little old school, but with some new school stuff. I'm be honest, it sounded like it was. Let's be honest. It sounded like Ye inspired him.
Yeah,
lot.
he went
There was some
crazy.
yeah, there was
'Cause
some
it
yeah.
And I
was
think
a
his name was
musical
mentioned like
project.
maybe twice in that album somewhere.
Oh yeah, he
but
even had
you could
bars
feel
that
it,
was
though.
clearly like
You could feel it.
dedicated to Ye. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was obvious bars in there.
He just
But,
like
yo,
Rich said, my bad. He felt happy. It felt like it was.
This is
I'm
what he
back to
wanted to
really
do.
just doing this stuff that
Yeah.
I wanted to do, and it's resonating with people, which is good. When you see it resonating with the people,
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it felt like a free album. He felt free to me personally, like which is dope. As an artist, that's what you want. You want your artist not to feel like I got to do this, to try to make sure I get this.
I think it's just going back to being art as a
Yeah.
project now
Yeah.
with music, like as opposed to just being like one sound through the whole thing.
But that's
Like-
that's Top Dog in them. Like they on that wave.
They do
as
get
far
their
as
artists,
making they
though.
are that
Yeah.
freedom to reign, and they take forever to make something.
Yeah.
They give them that.
And I want to give a shout out to a song on there that I think is going to be a deep cut, but that joint was fire, yo. It's that joint. What was it called? It had like another ultra West Coast sounding guy. Yeah, Movie. What's his name? AZ Cheeky?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Bro,
I already knew.
when I heard that, I was like,
I knew-
this is ultra sturdy right
As soon as I heard it, I thought about
here.
ASAP. As soon as I heard
I
it,
forgot. I was in the shower
hard,
like,
yo.
this is
It was hard.
let's
What's
get
funny
it.
to kind of bring back to what you said, even though we're not doing that comparison, my lady thought that was Vince Staples. She didn't know as far as like who was rapping in on that.
Because
So,
like, yo,
you can hear it.
that's what I wanted
that's
to
the
say,
LA
like to not
side
take
that
credit
region
away
was
from
on.
him. I feel like if it ain't nothing weird, like as far as politics wise, if they came together like and started, or even like Earl on some of them beats, that's like a classic jazz beat. The dude Mike that you be rocking with, I'm like, yo, they could really bring back a whole wave of.
They
you gotta
would have
be
definitely
nice to
worked
rap.
on
It would have worked on the
Yeah.
album for sure.
They would have
I will
definitely
say
worked
for,
on it.
Yeah,
for
you gotta
sure
be
they would have
nice.
worked on the album.
Yeah, man.
To me, I felt like he has one of the, just off my top of my head, like I was just happy to listen to a complete body of work
Yeah.
from a hip hop artist.
Yes.
Like we've had a few people recently, but like this year, for this to be still just basically start off the year, that's how we starting out the year.
I like
Hopefully-
that. I appreciate that.
Because he definitely got, I don't want to spill it yet, but he definitely got a song that's going to be in my top 5. I know it's not coming out the top 5. But you know we do the midway joint. I know it's not leaving the
from
top
this
5.
From this joint,
From this album, yeah. It's
I
definitely,
think I got one too. At
yeah,
least.
it's not leaving. Because it was just real, yo. Like, and then the
No, it was fire.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fire.
I say Blue Slides. I just highly.
I
doubt
told
that's
you,
not
like,
gonna,
bro,
that's not going to slide.
just-
But you saw
good,
when I only listened to it once all the way through because I did my workout and then I think you sent the text in the group chat about it, and the first thing I said was Blue Slides and Pig Feet are crazy, bro. Because like that was like songs mid workout. You like, yo, I gotta run that back, yo, like. And it wasn't even a hype song. I'm just like, he's just
Blue
going
Slides,
crazy right
Blue
now.
Slides, you can bump even though it's slow.
Yeah.
Like driving down because I did it on the cool, and you could be in the crib just sipping, just chilling, relaxing, yo.
I did it too. Because I did my car test with this one.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
even
that's the
listen.
first one I did it.
Early. I was like, I'm going to car test this one. I didn't even listen to it. I didn't get to it till about 11 o'clock in the afternoon or something
I was the
like
whole
that.
next day.
Yeah.
Is this
Like
is
mid
this
next
safe
day.
to say this is? And I hate to compare artists, but like his Mr. Morale and a Big Stepper, like I completed therapy, yo, and I'm just a mature.
It kind of
adult
felt like
now.
that because
He was mad mature in there, bro. Like everything
There was one
he was
song
talking
where
about was
kinda,
mad real,
He
yo.
was kind of talking about social issues too.
Yeah.
And that song was hard.
I'm like, bro, he going
I can't
crazy
He
remember-
had
I
to
gotta
talk
go
about
back.
everything from his family to him, the guys that's crashing out. It's all sorts of stuff that's in this. It's littered in this.
Really,
whole
really
joint.
good.
He's had a lot going on. He's been golfing and trying to relax.
You
and
can
just
hear he
get
happy
away
with his
from all
life
that.
now.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was one point. I think it was the Cootie song where he talking about
might
that.
have
My
been.
kids is good. Like
think
they
so,
up in the hills. It's
No,
just
he
stuff
talk-
all
he
over
talk
the
about
house.
it a
I
lot.
don't know
He
what to
talk
do.
about it a lot
I can't
now.
believe I see this mountain. It's like it's wild, though.
It feels good too.
It feels good to see him being good. I think for me, because of we know how wild he was back in the day, as far as like
Came a
even
long
just how
way
he
from
looked.
Netflix on your couch.
Yeah, man. When he used to look, bro.
Netflix on your couch.
Schoolboy looked
With
like
this
he
popcorn
in
about.
everything. You know, but when I seen him a few years ago golfing, I was like, oh man, he really did change up. Like he looks healthy now.
Eventually, I love to see when people see, like, because a lot of our people are like this, and in general, it's just as a community, because this is the things we taught. So much out there, yo. So many things to, like, get into, like, yo, as an adult, when you just stop caring about what people think.
Yeah.
You mess around, start playing tennis when you're 35 and be really nice, or golfing, or whatever, driving go-karts, whatever. I went and did my workout at my little spot. And yo, they had dudes out there, grown men, yo, with these big, huge remote control airplanes. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is that noise? Like these is like
Flying
the
them,
big,
bro,
and they gotta land them like an actual plane. I'm like, yo, that's dope as I don't know what. Like,
Gotta find hobbies and stuff.
do whatever you want, yo.
Keep you going.
Yeah, it'll just ease your mind too. Yo. Like sometimes, like people like I don't have enough time. It's like, yo, you got enough time. Even if you're a very busy person, you just gotta say, yo, I'm gonna carve this time out because honestly, it'll balance out like my mental. You feel me? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
if I don't do this, I'm just feel like I'm literally grinding.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
grinding. Everybody got to grind to an extent, but if you're always grinding, you're gonna grind yourself to the ground. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's
Yeah.
called grinding. So it's like.
And we the only people that glamorize overly working. Like, bro, you should have a balance, like you said. Like,
I won't say
yo.
that necessarily.
Well, not
I won't say that. I
necessarily,
won't say
not
that.
necessarily. But like, you know, we be thinking it's a badge of honor. Like,
Well, we got to.
like, bro.
Well, part of it is we got to.
It is a
You got to
badge,
work
I guess,
twice as
but-
hard, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I mean, once you able to finally start establishing something or building something.
That's when you gotta start finding your stuff.
Yeah.
Once you get a foundation set for whatever your comfort level is, because it's different from regions. Where
Yeah.
you at in the state might feel more comfortable at a certain range of money. But once you find that range, that's when you gotta start exploring and finding what you love.
for sure,
Things you may love.
for sure.
'Cause you never know.
Yeah. And
That's how we
give
did this. This podcast don't do.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, every week, this is once a week, man. This just be fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, it really
doing
I
is
be
this
fun.
looking
years
forward
now.
to it. I ain't gonna lie, I was low key kind of sad. I'm like, cause y'all like the only like my guys. Like, yo, I don't really tap in with folks like that too often. Like, that's like just homeboys and stuff. Like, y'all, we chop it up, and I swear, no one made me know this is gonna be different. And I hate to keep tooting our own horn, but like, I feel like anytime I have a conversation, and this is my brother, my man since 6th grade. Anytime I have a conversation with y'all, I'm like, this could be a topic on an episode, or sometimes Patreon. You feel me?
Yeah,
Depending on what we
sometimes.
talking about.
some stuff
And like,
really
yo,
good
but it's
time.
still like, yo, this is just good conversation with my guys.